Yo, what's up, man? It's Mac Miller right here in DC with iLLVibes and Snack Truck Media. The best places ever, man. That's where I get all my shit, so you should go get your shit there too. We at the 930 Club chilling, drinking Gatorade. You know what I'm saying? There's other crazy shit in this Gatorade. It's like, no, it's just Gatorade because that's how we roll. We fucking G's out here, baby! Thumbs up.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
Hey, Kool-Aid and frozen pizza. It's a work of art, I ain't cock a Mona Lisa. Dream of rocking crowds, see me filling up arenas.
Take you to the front.
DJ, hit me! 1, 2, 3, 4.
What's going on? It's iLLVibes and Snack Truck here with Mac Miller in Washington, D.C. What's going on, man?
Chilling, man.
How'd you feel about the show at the 930 Club?
It was crazy. It was crazy, man. I was supposed to go on at 9:30, but I ended up going on at like 9:32. So
Can't be mad at the crowd, though, man.
I know.
All right, man. So for those who don't know, who haven't followed the movement, you know, how do you define yourself in your music? Who is Mac Miller?
I'm just like pretty regular. I'm pretty like all around person, you know what I'm saying? I like all different types of music. I play guitar, I play piano, I play drums, I do all that stuff, and I rap. I like to think pretty good sometimes.
Keeping it humble, keeping it humble. How do you feel like, you know, as a youngster, you know, playing drums, guitar, bass, how's it helped you with your progression from Mac and Ain't Easy all the way to the best day ever?
I mean, it just, you know, lets me really go outside the box and like really test my boundaries and go, you know, like, see, it's funny because, you know, however people first hear you is how they want to hear you for the rest of your career, but you got to keep pushing yourself and your fans, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not only do I want my musical taste to broaden, but I want my fans' musical taste to broaden. I want them to be able to listen to all different types of music the way I do. So, you know, it's kind of just been able to you know, test the boundaries and go places with my sound that I, you know, would never think I could. And then I just keep it pushing.
Talking about your musical taste, I know as a youngster you were, you know, raised on like 90s hip hop, Tribe Called Quest, Big L of course, and Outkast. If you could have a soundtrack for your childhood, like what would be the key tracks that you would always mention?
Put It On by Big L, Street Struck by Big L, Rosa Parks by Outkast, and then Scar Tissue by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay, here we go, a little mix.
That's a good jam.
Definitely, man.
You gotta throw some Beatles stuff in there, like You Need All You Need Is Love.
Okay,
From the Beatles, you need like, you need Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds from the Beatles, you need...
It's a pretty eclectic soundtrack right
That's
there,
what I'm
man.
saying, that's what I'm trying to do. Oh yeah, Tribe Called Quest, you need We Got the Jazz.
Okay.
You need Bugging Out, you need Can I Kick It, you need a lot.
Well, definitely, man. Well, I've been listening to the beats a lot on Best Day Ever, man. Crazy production. You had Chuck English from the Cool Kids.
Yeah.
You had Just Blaze on the track. You had iLLVibes, of course. You've been working with Static Selecta.
Yeah.
You know, how do you choose these beats? Like, what's the creative process behind selecting beats, and who do you wish to work with? I know Pharrell is one of the people.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, man. When I first, you know, started making a name for myself, what I really wanted to do is just, you know, work with as many people as possible. I wanted to just like, cause I mean, you know, I'm an excited fan, you know what I'm saying? So as a fan, I want to work with you know what I'm saying? I want to work with all my favorite people. Like, what are you crazy? Like, you know what I'm saying? But what it comes down to is the people who I really want to work with are people who like support my movement and who really like support what I do and who really believe in what I'm doing, you know, and who really want to see me succeed and
Wiz
stuff like
Khalifa
that.
is probably one of those people
Yeah,
as a mentor. You know?
Like that's a big homie. But I mean, as far as picking beats and everything, it really doesn't matter what the name is to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pick the dopest beats. When I did Kids, a lot of those beats were straight up off of an email that I gave out to the public and were like, send me beats, and I would listen to them and I'd be like, oh, this shit's kind of tight. and I just use it. And that shit happens now too. How I get beats too, and it's kind of like it's a blessing to be able to work with people like Chuck English, who I've been a fan of for a long time, and Just Blaze, who has a category of making hits for as long as anyone can remember. And I just left the studio. I did a jam with DJ Premier.
Oh wow, man.
Which was like a life-changing experience for me, because that's like top producer of all time.
Definitely, man. Guys. Rest in peace, Guru.
Yeah, of course, man. And it was cool. Like, the one thing I like about working with people, like especially like Primo, is, you know, my favorite rapper, you know, is Big L, and rest in peace. And he was able to tell me all these stories about L, and I actually stood in the same booth that Big L stood in to record. And that, like, so many other people, like your Jay-Z and Nas, like everyone that's, like, Primo has the same booth. Like, he keeps it 100% traditional, like he keeps tradition. And so, yeah, man, I got to record in the place of all my favorite rappers. It was cool. And I've been working with a lot of dope cats. I don't want to name drop everyone. Primo just someone I can't
and it's funny you say I'm actually about to name drop. You know, you have collaborations with Juicy J, Freeway, Bun B, Wale here in DC, Big Cat. Talk about the experiences. How'd that come about, and, you know, who can we expect features from in the future?
I mean, it's just kind of like the same thing I said, man. People who support what I do, whether they're huge acts or like still on the come up, like someone like a Rhapsody who I bring on tour with me, is like people I want to work with. You know, like I like Rhapsody a lot because she just is like dope. She just got bars, and the first time I heard her rap, when I first did a jam with her, I was like, damn, man, I gotta come hard. She's killing it. So I really like her, and I mean, but that's what it's really about to me, you know, like, you know, as the excited fan and he wants to work with all my favorite cats, and I still do, don't get me wrong, but you know, as you come into the game more and you start maturing more, you realize that, like, you want to work with people who support you. Like, if I can't kick it with you and just chill, then I'm not gonna make a song with you. If we can't, like, that's why I don't really like the whole, like, yo, man, here's my email. You know, because I mean, touring is a bitch, and traveling is a bitch. So, like, what you got to do, you got to do. So if it's a homie or someone I really want to work with, and all we can do is email back and forth, and that's what we got to do. But for the most part, I like to vibe with people and sit down and see who's cool and see who, like, if I wasn't a rapper, who could actually be my friend. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. So I mean, who are you currently listening to right now? What artists are on your radar?
I mean, I try and listen to everyone, you know, like, all different kinds of music though. Like, I was at South by Southwest.
Oh, that's a big venue, man.
Yeah, and I went down there and I saw some really dope performances from people like Matt and Kim were really dope.
Cameras, right?
Yeah. And I mean, I like Odd Future, you know what I'm saying?
Of course, man. Goblin's about to come.
Of course, like Odd Future is the shit. They're all real cool dudes. And I like, you know, just everyone still, you know. Like, of course, I support my homie Wiz, and of course I support everyone in, like, Ninth Wonders camp that be doing shit. I like Ninth a lot. And just people that support me, I support them back, for real.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I have to talk about the XXL magazine, man. It was a big deal, man.
Yeah.
And what was pretty important, I think, is that you really stood out. You know, people like Kendrick Lamar and Big Crit, you were very vocal
Shout
in the
out to them
interviews.
dudes, too.
Definitely.
I love those dudes. Like all those XXL dudes, we're all like we're all real cool with each other, which is crazy. Like, Crit is like family
he's
to me.
so humble. We actually had
Crit,
a chance to interview him as well.
Yeah, Crit is like my brother for real. Like, that man is, like, I support him to the fullest. I wish I would have said it before, but yeah, if you're watching, go listen to Big Crit, man. That man has a message that's gonna change the world. So Big Crit, shout out Crit.
Definitely. How do you feel like things have changed? You know, you go to shows, everything after the XXL cover. Have things changed for you?
To be honest, look, like, XXL is a huge honor and everything. We're cool. XXL is a huge honor and everything, but you know, I don't really like thinking about it like that. I don't like thinking about what it changes. You know, I like to just kind of take it as an honor and take it as an achievement of mine and a dream come true. Yeah, exactly. And as a dream come true, and kind of keep pushing and keep trying to pick things up and everything.
Okay, great. Well, let's talk about your future projects. I know you're working with DJ Jazzy Jeff, which is a huge honor. Talk a little bit about the summer mixtape. What can we expect? Can we expect a summertime remix?
I can't speak. We're trying to. I actually wasn't even supposed to say anything when I first mentioned it in the interview. But yeah, we could be working on something right now that might change the world forever. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh man, it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be super crazy if it's actually happening. That is.
Well, hopefully it happens. Let's talk a little bit about the music videos. I mean, I became hip to your music from the music videos. It was crazy with Tree J and what he's doing with it. Talk a little bit about the music videos. How does that come about? Is it Tree J? Is it you? Is it a little bit of everything?
Well, no, Tree J is the YouTube, the face of the YouTube. He's like the personality that has been promoting my YouTube since I was 15 years old and since we were young. Rex Arrow is the dude that actually directs the videos.
Okay.
That's Ian Wolfson. He's directed all my videos since he used a nice camera. When we first started using a nice camera, he was the director. But yeah, man, I mean, it's really like we both are huge fans of music. We're both really fans of like cool films, like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind type stuff, and like abstract,
so
creative stuff. And so we kind of try and look at a different angle. And we got the Wear My Hat video that's coming out.
Yeah, it's coming out
It's gonna
soon.
be
Watch out for that.
super crazy, and like it's like a straight up movie, and I'm really excited about it. You know, a lot of people, I looked at a lot of my fans, and half of them were like, "Oh man, wear my hat," and the other half were like, "Why wear my hat?" But don't worry, I mean, trust me, it's
Definitely
all good.
find out. Well, the Donald Trump record is doing so well on YouTube, almost 7 million views.
Yeah.
Such a big hit. I've seen it at the shows. Everybody knows the lyrics. You're doing crowd surfing. Donald Trump's running for president. You know, does he have your vote because of your success? Would you vote for him?
No.
No comment.
I mean, Donald Trump's a G, but I'm gonna have to ride with my man Obama.
No, it totally makes sense. Well, Mother's Day is coming up. I know you have a track called "I'll Be There" off your Best Day mixtape with Fonte. Talk a little bit about your mother and her support through your whole process.
I mean, my mom's been. My mom. I hope that everyone would say this, but yeah, my mom's the best mom in the world. Like, she's been supporting me in everything I do since I was like 1 year old or before that. And I mean, you know, she loves music. She loves this stuff. She loves calling and she calls me like 90 times a day.
Oh man, she's a good mother, man.
And I mean,
Goodness.
she loves this everything. She loves watching. She be finding me on Twitter, and she's just crazy. She's great. She's great, but she's just funny as hell. My mom's funny. She's a character.
All right, man. We're gonna wrap this up with some word association. I'm gonna say a word, and the first thing that pops in your head, you're just gonna say it.
Okay.
Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
Thumbs up.
Me.
Best day ever.
The future.
iLLVibes.
Cool, nice guys.
Well, thanks a lot, Mac, man.
No doubt,
Appreciate
man.
everything, man. Much success.
Yeah, man.
We
Shout
got a
out
thumbs
everyone
up,
that's
man.
watching this. Thumbs up and all that cool stuff. Keep your eyes on me, baby. Crazy shit happening. Thanks.